probably a lot of wind in my background because I am driving. Put these on. Okay. Hopefully y'all can hear me all right. I just wanted to get on here and I just wanted to say how important it is to make sure that you are protecting yourself. Like, people really be jealous of you. You know, people really be jealous of the light. People see the light in you before a lot of times you even see it in yourself. And people really be out here preying on your downfall. And what I noticed is people purposely try to get you up out of your element. I've noticed while I've been on my healing journey, I mean, it's always happened, but it's a difference when you have more control over the situation and you're able to control how you react to certain situations. And I'm noticing like people really do be jealous of you. People really do be trying to plot against you. And it's so funny because I just recently moved back to my hometown for several different reasons. And it's so funny because some of the closest people to you, or the closest people to your kids, I should say, real deal be jealous of you. And what's crazy is people be low key obsessed. They be obsessed with your energy. They be obsessed with you. They be really wanting something with you. But because they know that you don't want nothing to do, it's like they try to make your life a living hell. And it's sad to me. And since I've been here, I'm not gonna lie, like I almost got caught up by reacting to a certain situation because I don't play when it comes to certain things. Um, but I live a very peaceful life. I live a very peaceful life. I don't deal with drama. However, when it comes to certain things, just like anybody else, I can be triggered. And when it comes to my kids, I most definitely can be triggered. So certain individuals try to get the best out of me. I'm sorry, they try to get the worst up out of me. And I had to really like I had to really I had to really collect my thoughts and really gather my emotions because it was triggering me to the point where I was gonna snap. And I was like, nope, because this is what this individual wants. People be so damn jealous of you and they be trying to plot against you and they want you to react a certain type of way. They want you to fucking give them that smoke sometimes because they're waiting to take anything and everything that is meant for you. And I just was like, you know what? I've been blessed more by not reacting that way. When other people are plotting against you or doing messed up shit. Don't get me wrong. I came from an era where I be with the shits. I got a little thug in me, but I be trying to live a different life. But certain things just always be, a part of you. That's why I'm like, it's so important to learn how to react. And it's funny because I really had to leave. I had to leave my hometown and go on that journey for 6 years and really focus on me for me to be able to come back today and to deal with these people because I would be in jail. I would be in jail. There is no way because I don't bother nobody, you know, and with me, my heart, I pray to God all the time for him to toughen it up because as mean as people think I am, I have the biggest heart in the world. I'm a giver. I'm always giving to people. I'm always trying to help others. I want to always see people win. And people don't be wanting that for you. And for me, that be a hard pill to swallow because I'm not like that. I'm made out of love. I want to give love. But when a person be playing with your top, that brings out another type of that brings out another side of me, and I'm just like, you know what? Certain people don't even be worth it. Look at their lives. Look at their lives. Look at their lives, and look what God has in giving you. All the things that you have. Do you really want to lose that? Because you got to think about the energy that you put out. Because guess what? It's gonna come back. Because karma is real. And sometimes, you know, should just be out of your control. And that's one of the things that I'm struggling with. I've always had this independency about myself, not having to depend on anybody. I am the help. I don't usually give the help, but now I'm in a time of receive. I'm in just in a season of learning how to receive, and I'm also learning how to be fucking quiet. Everything doesn't deserve a reaction. Everybody doesn't have to know that they got you fucked up. You know what I mean? And I'm just learning, and it's hard. I'm just learning to let God really handle certain battles, because if I handle it, if I do it, I'm gonna go to jail. And unlike the individuals that are purposely trying to trigger me, they don't got shit to lose. They're miserable. They spend their time watching my social medias and telling lies and uh doing things to see, like, if, oh, did she really change? She's on this spiritual journey, but let me see if I can do this, and she gonna react, the way that she normally does. And it almost got me, because people don't like to see the change in you. Not the people that know you. They like to still see you out of the lenses they know you as. They don't think that, oh, it's been gone for 6 years, or, oh, I haven't dated this person, in 16 years. That person, they really think that you are the same person that you were. Maybe you're not over there growing, but baby, I grow. I don't stay in the same place. That's why I'm blessed. I go through the journey. I go through the battles and the challenges that I have to face, and I persevere through them. I don't stay stagnant. And I think that's part of the reason why I am dealing with certain challenges. But I realize now that I'm back in my hometown, like, I really had to be here. Like, how I'm watching how life is flowing and how things are in alignment. I'm learning to just go with the flow. I'm really learning to, like, let go and let God. And that is one of the hardest lessons that I'm having to learn, because I'm just used to having control. But when certain things are putting me in, like, a masculine energy, that's when I know, like, I probably don't need to out. When certain things is making me want to resort to violence, probably shouldn't go that route. And it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, because when you are on a journey of healing your inner trauma, healing those inner demons, and with being away for 6 years, I thought that a lot of this stuff that I'm facing the challenges for now, I thought I healed that shit, and I didn't. What I'm realizing is I've learned how to avoid it. Now that I'm back in my city, it's certain individuals that I just have to deal with by default, you know. Um, and I can deal with them from a distance, but in the midst of me learning this, it's brought in certain sides out of me. It's caused me to flare up, and I'm just like, I'm upset with myself, because it's like, why I bring my ass back to the city? But it's also like, you know what? This is part of the journey. This is all part of growth. These are lessons that you need to learn from. This is things of you that you need to still work on. And since that's part of my journey, I'm healing anyway. I'm not gonna lie, it's challenging, but I mean, it's a part of growing the fuck up, I guess. But baby, when I say this shit is not, it's not for the weak. It is just not. Like, having that tunnel vision and staying focused. I really had to live in solitude, and, like, you just gotta protect your energy. You have to. Like, it be people real life plotting against you. People really be out here focusing on and really preying on your downfall. And I didn't believe, like, I hear about it, but I'm like, who the fuck got time to do that? People really do that shit. People really do that shit. And that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm seeing now, I'm not a religious person, but I'm spiritual as hell. I see why it is important to say certain prayers. I see why it's important to really just do, some people do rituals, do certain things to, like, really, really keep your spirit covered, because you're a human being at the end of the day, and a person is only going to be able to take so much. A person is only going to be able to deal with so much, and I'm noticing, as long as I release certain things, and I don't handle certain things, and I just let God handle it, I swear to God, I get blessed every time. Every time. It's like, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm 34 years old. Me and my mom have a rocky relationship. Um, my mom, unfortunately, she doesn't believe it, but she's a functional alcoholic and she's abusive when she drinks. And this runs in the family on her side. But my mom thinks because, she works at a psychiatric hospital, if something was wrong with her, I think she might be schizophrenic. I don't know. But because she won't get the help she needs. But she thinks because she works at the hospital, nothing's wrong with her. She truly believes that if something was wrong with her, she wouldn't be able to work around those people. And that's crazy to me, but that's her belief. And I'm not trying to bash anybody or label her, but she does not know how to control her emotions. And after a while, it results in violence. This has been going on since I was a kid. She put her hands on me January of 2023 on New Year's, put my daughter out. My daughter was 11, 10 at the time. Um, she was 11. She had just had a birthday. And then recently, a couple days ago, she got upset. I was telling her she made me feel uncomfortable. She got upset. She wanted to talk about it, but she wasn't taking accountability. And that's the difference. I'm big on, you have to take accountability. I can have these uncomfortable conversations if you want to be mature to have them, but you're not going to put the blame on me. She told me I'm not about to make her feel, I don't remember how she said it, but I basically stopped her in her tracks and I was like, Mom, you're about to be 60 years old. I can't make you feel anyway. Whatever you're feeling on the inside, that's internal. And if you're telling me my text message, even though we've talked and everything after that, and I thought it wasn't bothering you, but clearly it is, whatever you're feeling from that text message, that means that there's some truth to that. She's like, no, no. Anyways, the shit turned left. Next thing you know, she was cooking fajitas with a wooden spoon. Next thing you know, this little Russian lady is chasing. She trying to hit me with the damn spoon. I'm telling her, don't put your effing hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. She said, I birthed you. I can put my hands on you. My daughter's here and everything. This woman chased me around her dining room table. Chased me. We did about 3, 4 rounds. And I kept telling her, first, it started off by her calling me out my name. And I told her, I'm willing to talk to you, but you're not going to keep putting your hands on me. You're going to have to learn a different way. I don't remember what I said because I was about ready to black out. This woman Mortal Kombat my ass. She took that hand and grabbed my throat. I said, get the fuck off of me. And that's what I mean by having to control your reactions, because it made me almost forget that this was my mom. I've never disrespected my mom on that concept, but I didn't even like what it was bringing out of me because I was starting to cuss. But what the hell am I supposed to do? You're attacking me. And at this grown ass age, you think that I'm going to continue to deal with this type of behavior? Absolutely not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm grown as hell. I don't have to deal with that. And it's hurtful because we don't have a fucking relationship. We don't, as much as I try. It's like we can be cool as long as I'm distant. My sister don't have a relationship with her, and she'll be quick to say, I'll cut my own kids off. And it's hurtful because that results in my kids not really having a relationship because I don't parent the same way as she did, And granted, our parents are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. I'm sure anybody's kid, especially when they become adult, they can say, oh, where their parent lacked. There's no manual to this shit. But resulting to violence is definitely not the way. And her doing that made me realize I have that I was important to heal. Doesn't have emotions. I learn that shit. I do the necessary work to do better. I'm not afraid to be like, you know what? I didn't have the best guidance for this situation. Because I've seen it result in my relationship. You know what I mean? They will. It's just the truth. That shit is gonna come out. You're gonna get triggered. You're gonna face certain challenges, and if you're not willing to do the work, because typically the person, but typically the people that are in our lives, they mirror certain things. Especially the things that we don't tend to like to see in each other. They mirror those areas that we need to improve in. It may not look identical to what you're going through, but they're mirroring areas that you need to work on. So, lesson learned, and I'm gonna keep trying with that crazy ass woman, meaning my mother. My lesson that I learned though is I need I need to work on those. It's not a flare up. But certain triggers, that's why I said I need to learn the power of silence. I don't know if I need to start addressing that shit in my head, like instead of saying certain things out loud, because it's the power of the tongue. My mouth is like a lethal weapon. That's why my mama, why she grabbed my goddamn neck. I wasn't being disrespectful, but I definitely was saying shit she didn't want to hear. And sometimes in certain moments, there's really no need to respond. So I'm working on it. It's a struggle because I just got a mouth. I've always had a mouth. It runs in the family on both sides. I've always had a mouth. And I'm learning that in certain times when you're dealing with irrational people, you really cannot be rational. So the best thing to do is just not to say shit. Leave the motherfucker where had you fucked up at, because it's really not worth it. It's not worth your energy. Um, they're not going to have they're not going to be able to really even perceive or because what you're trying to say, because they're not willing to receive it. Some people just can't take constructive criticism. You know, you can't ask a person, hey, well, what do you mean by this, or why'd you say this to me, and then not be ready to receive what that person has to say, you know. And even if that person has, if they're calling something out that you may not necessarily be agreeing with the words that they're using, I feel like if you love somebody, if you really care about somebody and they're telling you like, hey, what you're doing is bothering me, I really feel like you should consider it. You know what I mean? Because that's how you grow. That's how relationships get stronger. You should consider, why is this person saying this to me? Why does this person think this about me? If they're important enough in your life. That's my opinion though. And I'm just in a season where I'm not dealing with individuals that can't have uncomfortable conversations, or you can't take accountability for your actions. Because if you don't take accountability for your actions, then how can we grow? I'm not a kid anymore. And I do the shit with family too. You're not about to think, oh, distance is going to heal certain things. No, we're going to talk about what you said. We're going to talk about what you did. And we're going to come to some type of understanding, and we're going to move forward. And if we're not able to do that, then guess what? I don't know what to tell you. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that's helpful to somebody. If you're going through that, if you've experienced that, hit the like button, comment below. Tell me your story. I would love to hear it. But anyways, I'm about to take these groceries in. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday, and I will talk to y'all later.